In the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. And boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to lead to a third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the Steelers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
3-19.
They'll hand it off to Bush. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
All right, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. To Allen on the dump off. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it. Complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last completion actually lost. A yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down.
Blue 90.
Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. They'll go again with Bush. Spinning away. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. New York. Set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Neal. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Time for a break. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Set. Blue 90.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Underneath to Allen. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he will find his man on the outside. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it with Bush. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep
Let's
ball,
go.
and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's going to go down. His time has now run out on this game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a
that's
little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Pittsburgh, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.
Franchise tag alert. I need the Bears to start freaking winning. Yeah, I'm more likely to win a lottery ticket than see that happen. Actually, I'm more likely to see the Jets have a winning season than see that happen, but, still. There might be